So, I teased a special Vergil episode, and this is what we're going for. First of all, I actually noticed down at the bottom, illustrations, Casu Mechanico / Atlas. Very nice. I'm going to go in to control, and I'm going to put down my stupid buttons. Actually, no, the style action is this. Jump, taunt. There we go. I'm not gonna turn on turbo. I usually play with turbo, but for the purpose of this little showcase, gonna leave that be. So this is my Vergil file. I'm gonna do some showing off of what Vergil can do, and I believe mission 2 is where I can show it off the most. Actually, fuck. Now let's start with showing off his moves. But there's actually slight remix of the theme, by the way. Yamato. I don't have a pulse combo. This is my gun button, and I can do it at the same time as I do my sword moves.
Spirit sword?
Summon sword.
Summon swords?
My launcher is this. I can follow it up like that. I can do this is my equivalent of a stinger. I also have, if I hold the button until my sword glows, that. I don't believe I can follow it up, sadly. I can't do the boom, 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 boom.
Not even when you're triggered?
I don't know if I've tried that. Let me, oh, that killed my charge. Not really, no. Devil Trigger, of course, looking like it does in the game. But that is not all Vergil has. Vergil has this moveset as well, with the Force Edge. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can you do the fast now?
The fast?
The fast, doom, doom, doom.
No, I can't even do it now. If I hold my button now, I get round trip.
Oh.
As well, I have stinger. I have this. I have this. Oh, I don't think I showed off the jumping attack for Yamato. In addition, in addition, I'll explain that in a minute. I also have Beowulf. Slightly different combo from Dante. I have this for my launcher, and I have this for my. This is slightly different from Dante's Killer Bee. This move is called Falling Star. You can still do the jump cancelling. I have this for my stinger input, my forward. I believe it's called Crescent Moon. I cannot jump on these guys. I don't have that option. Vergil doesn't surf on dudes. That's not his style. And I can do this to cause bosses to melt.
Summon swords plus attack.
Yeah, it's absurd. It does so much damage. No cutscenes. Except, if I go to mission select, and I go to mission 1, there is actually a cutscene that is unique to this Vergil game.
So, you're looking for the book of ancient legends? The tale of the That's not what I'm looking for. Leave me.
I'm not gonna mention the
What
disappearing
are you
book.
looking for?
Nope.
A demon that impregnates a woman who then bears twin sons. That's the story.
Isn't it?
Leave me. I won't tell you a third time.
So I suppose this is the first meeting between these two.
People inherently fear evil. However, occasionally a person may become seduced by evil.
That spin, by the way, is motion capped. I've seen the behind the scenes video of Dan Southworth doing that with like a stick with the motion tracking balls on them. Ooh,
The
resolution.
activation method is as I described before. It should be a simple matter for you. I will go to his place. I believe that I know where the item we seek is located. You should dispose of any obstacles quickly.
So the demons in the tower were never on Vergil's side.
Oh, I kind of figured that out because Beowulf.
Yeah. Beowulf, and early on there's the Hell Vanguard that goes up and... Yeah!
Oh, that's so falls apart.
Yeah.
Pieces.
Like... Vergil... When I think katana, I don't think samurai, I think Vergil. That's just who I am, but
When I think katana, I think neckbeards.
I suppose that's one way to go. I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines right now.
This
His hair fell down. And there's like a bar in Hollywood that you can go inside, where there's a dude who's just standing there in like a long black coat and with a katana on his back. It's great. Total neckbeard.
Huh.
He just... I love how they just replaced the hair model. So obvious, but it works.
It begins.
So that happened right before the main game starts for Dante. So there's one thing I haven't showed. Style. This is the Darkslayer style. It's a trick that takes you closer to the enemy. And as you saw when he jumps, it takes me up as well. I can do forward style.
Basically, Trickster level 3.
Yes, but no. Because if I do forward, I do this. Forward style, I go way above. So I can do, like, for instance, that and that.
Or Beowulf.
Or Beowulf. I can also do back. Teleport a short distance back. And if I do that in the air, I do that. That. Actually, that. So if you ever wanna like become the living embodiment of the teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid meme. This is the game for you. Ah. In addition, Vergil, since he doesn't switch guns, actually, I just remember something. I actually have one more thing I can do. Let's see if I can remember it. No, fuck. If I do... Ah, fuck. I don't usually do it because it costs Devil Trigger meter and I want to use that on Devil Trigger. But, I think it's back and gun. Forward and gun. Oh, I'm exposing myself right here. Oh, it's hold. So I can do this, and then I do this, and then I do that. You recognize that?
Yeah, that's Mirandula's attack from the first game.
Sure fucking is. Also, if you look closely at the summon swords, they share their model with Force Edge. Easy style, and of course, taunts. Fuck. I swear he has more than one taunt, but I can't. I guess I'm too stylish to get the weak taunts. Them all.
That's Dante's coat.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I guess it's there in the first mission because he throws it on later. I will show one more thing before we end the showcase, and that is I'll go into this and I'll show off.
Vergil versus Vergil.
Yeah, I have already explained this, but sadly, yeah, it's just a red Vergil.
How can they just took the Dante model?
Given the Dante model, I suppose that could have been a thing. Or ideally it would have been like a proper...
Or at least the Dante Devil.
That might have been nice. By the way, there is no way to get a double jump for Vergil. The only way to jump again in the air is with the style action. So, I believe I've mentioned this, but I'm not actually very good at this game. Like,
I mean, you're probably better than me.
I have more experience, yes, but I'm compared to the people who are like legit up. We're sit down a bit. Yeah. But that's enough for a showcase. No, I'm not gonna rebirth. I'm gonna end this. And we're going to be right back. And we're looking at this. First of all, we're seeing Vergil, and we're seeing...
Very good art.
Yes, the render is quite nice. We're seeing my stupid Steam messages. Nothing personal, I believe, though, so it's fine. We're going to go into Vault, because there's some interesting stuff here. First of all, we're gonna... Well, audio is mostly just the music, which is like... it's nice to have, but it's like... It's not too important. Actually, can we put on... Yeah, let's roll with that for the art viewing. This is Kerberos music. I'll take your life. It needs some DMX dog noises.
Okay, then.
So, we're not gonna go into the one called bonus. Because that it has stuff from Devil May Cry 4, which you're not allowed to see quite yet.
Okay.
So just the character render. For some reason, Trish has the grenade launcher, even though she never has it in game. Character renders. Sparta render, kind of nice to get that isolated. By the way, if you use the Devil May Cry 1 costume in Devil May Cry 3, the Devil Trigger looks like the one in Devil May Cry 1 as well. Some more renders. Air raid render looks kind of hilarious. I don't know, it's like the lighting is too high quality compared to the model. It's kind of funny.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's nice. This, I believe, is the
I don't like the background.
background. With the sky or all the things.
Sky.
Oh my god, look at Sparta in the ring up in the top right. That's
Well,
hilarious. That's
Look at his pose.
yeah, the dancing, what are those enemies called? The nobodies?
The eyeball monkey.
The eyeball monkeys. Dante posing as he should.
Yeah, he does a Hamilton pose.
Is that a Hamilton pose?
I'll show you later.
Fair enough. I'm
Hey,
thinking
it's our boy. It's my boy.
it's
but he's not
that's
as cool.
Cyclops. You got your boy Phantom behind Trish and
Oh, I thought it was
Shadow.
an old concept art.
No.
Is
But
there another spider in?
yeah, I don't. They're not very plentiful. I can remember them right outside the Colosseum where you fight Griffin. There's not a lot of them in the game, but they're there.
Oh, that's
The skull things.
no. Trish. on
Trish
the
sitting
shadow.
on the shadow.
Nightmare being a sludge.
That's what he do.
The dragon. For some reason.
I think that's the dragon Mundus uses. Not the dragon that Dante totally had. Remember when Dante had the dragon?
Yeah,
Do you
'cause-
understand now why I said that? Because he doesn't have it again ever.
The goat. Oh,
The
no.
goat.
I'm having flashbacks. Ah!
Well, actually, let me change the music real quick to something.
Goat music? Goat music. That sounds weird.
Can I get the? When does this music play? I want the. Yeah, just the default music. Let's continue. Nice render of the two brothers, as we now know. Some Japanese poster. What's this say? Oh, it just say Devil May Cry. I don't know what the kanji says. Something raru otoko ga ita. Whatever. Your
You're
favorite.
such a weeb.
I'm trying to learn the language because I like learning languages, and it's a language I encounter a lot. So yeah, I'm a weeb, I guess. Your favorite?
Hey, what's that?
That's the death site. You encounter him in. There's like a big greenhouse right before the
Did he have
second.
two?
I think so.
remembered The death site. But it-
Well, he didn't give you nearly as much trouble as the Death Sisters.
Nightmare being a
Nightmare,
sludge.
nobodies, bunch of goons. This thing, fetish. Beelzebubs. We got Blaze. We got Sin Sisters. We got Griffin. Shadow looking kind of funky.
He-
Nice render of Nello Angelo. Nice render of Phantom. The Plasma, which here you can see he has the sort of short jacket. Kind of looks like I showed you that there's a trailer available on YouTube of it's like pre-release trailer for Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah, with the woman hitting the guy with the bouquet of flowers.
That's not the one I was thinking about. That's another good one. There's a trailer. I'll see if I can remember to link it in the description. Mundus again. Mundus.
Ebony
Nice
and
close
Ivory.
look at Ebony and Ivory. And here you can see the things I was talking about that one time when I was
Yeah.
gushing. You got the You actually got slightly different rails. I'm noticing now. Like the rail is a bit thicker on Ebony, and then you got the picture there of the woman on the grip, which is supposedly Nell Goldstein,
I mean,
who made the guns for Dante.
that doesn't really look like wood, but that
Wood?
does.
Oh, yeah, the
So-
bottom one doesn't look like wood.
So maybe it's ebony and the other ones. That's ebony and that's ivory.
I don't think
On the
Ivory
handles.
would be that dark. But if you wanna twist it a bit.
Maybe. That would be fun.
Now here comes the interesting part,
Ooh,
which
that's
is
nice.
there's some really good concept art. This is super
But there were never
rad.
this many plants.
They weren't, and the coloring is quite different as well.
Yeah.
Has a bit more of a Castlevania feel, I think.
Yeah.
Same with this. And here you have the Dante
Before-
without the coat.
Yeah.
This looks quite a lot like it
When
does in the game. A bit different. A lot darker. Not sure what area this is supposed to be. This one neither. You're always gonna end up with some stuff cut.
well, that looks nice.
It does look nice.
That's
This might be what became the... Actually, this might be like the greenhouse area I was just talking about, that you go through before you fight Angelo the second time. This might be early concept of that. Here we have Dante holding a gun that he doesn't get in the game. Looks like a submachine gun or something.
I don't like submachine guns
In games, you mean?
in general.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't like guns in general. They're too loud.
Alright.
Bang. And
I like guns, but I don't have a... In Sweden you need a license to own guns, and I don't have one. More areas that probably...
this is first Phantom fight, maybe?
I think?
And fight...
No, this is like open skies.
Is it?
Yeah, I think.
It kind of looks like first.
I don't know.
Philosopher's Egg goes there.
Oh, you're thinking like the outside area, the shadow fight.
Yeah.
Oh, you said shadow. I thought you said phantom.
I said night. I said Phantom. I meant Nightmare.
Right.
God, so long ago.
Yeah, and that would be the second nightmare fight.
Yes.
It could be that area, yes. There is a waterfall area. That's probably what this became. The inside of the pirate ship actually looks quite a lot like it does in the game.
Yeah.
As does the cabin. Maybe early concept of like the hell nightmare escape,
Last Nightmare fight.
possibly. Outside
Colosseum.
the Colosseum.
Harry Potter vibes.
Yeah, a bit. Fortes Fortuna Juvat, which I believe is roughly fortune favors the bold or the brave, maybe.
Nice
Or the strong.
pronunciation. I'm being half ironic and half good because I don't know.
Well, it's probably more like Italianish. Fortes Fortuna. I don't know. Latin is not a spoken language anymore, so we don't actually know. And this is about the same. I can't really read that text. It looks like the word boulder has been mirrored. Like it looks mirrored. The Death Judge, maybe, with Alastair.
Yes, Probably.
This is the outside area with the fountain and where you fight
Yeah. The shadows.
the shadow, yes.
Because he comes out of there.
Does he? He
Think
comes out
so.
of the lion statue.
Yes.
The lion statue is not in the middle.
I don't.
Oh well, Mundus, I don't know why this Mundus render ended up here. Again with a
Machine gun.
yeah, and it's very clear that they have copy pasted because you do that. You have the artwork of the character. You copy paste it into your area artwork to get like a general feel. Does this character look decent in this area? Speaking of this area, I suppose it's just the corridor. Well, outside the shadow area.
This, I feel, because I've seen some Resident Evil now. Cause
Oh yeah, this has big Resident Evil vibes.
exactly, with the pose, the weapon, and the corridor.
Yeah, and I want to say it has specifically Resident Evil 4 vibes, which makes sense because Resident Evil 4 was Devil May Cry for a while. This room looks quite a lot like this in the game. The little area you can go to. There's a time statue here. Maybe the drawbridge out of this castle. The Angelo boss
yes.
fight room. Library?
Maybe.
Where you fight the synthesizers?
Probably because books.
Probably because books. That's a library. Some concept of the marionettes looking a bit more scary than they do in the main game.
Scary. Oh no.
Size and scissors.
Why is the statue?
Glowing? I don't know.
It has maybe a big role. It has a role impaling
Yes,
Phantom.
exactly. This is kind of neat. Like
Malay Island from above. There.
I think so. The rightmost edge of the map.
Thing on the screen.
Rightmost edge is where the game is, and at dusk.
That.
And this has some Castlevania vibes. Look at that gothic vampire castle.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got. I guess this is looking up from down below. Rough sketch of the
First area.
first area,
We're gonna
which looks
switch.
quite a lot like it does.
That statue is gonna be switched for like an angel thing instead of.
Kind of. I mean, it looks a bit like that in the game.
Yeah.
We saw this finished sketch of the outside area. Here's the finished version of that. This is where you find the grenade launcher.
Yes.
Never really do that, like go up and... There's always like a lever you pull, rather than go up to the door itself. I think the proportions here look a bit funny on Dante. He looks very small. But it's concept art.
The poses are very Resident Evil.
They are.
Also Resident.
This is kind of neat with the marionettes. You
I really
don't
like this
really
one.
see them positioned in this way, where they're like they're in, what would you call it, like everyday poses. Where you fight Phantom the last time.
He runs around.
Oh, he looks very small.
Exactly. He looks like. He also looks tiny in that.
I don't know what this area is though. Like
Horse.
maybe it's the.
Horse with a lot of legs.
Oh yeah, he does have a lot of legs. More than Sleipnir? Is that Odin's horse?
Sleipnir has 6.
8?
8?
I think it's 8.
8, I believe.
Like it's one of those like hilarious things where it's like, oh, Odin's horse has 8 legs rather than 4, so it can run twice as fast as a normal horse. We've seen this. We've seen this. We gone around? No. a corridor. I suppose this might be like right before the fire-breathing dinosaur skeleton. This is quite a bright picture. Like, maybe this is what it would have looked like before it was all demony.
Maybe.
This could be the altar,
Yeah.
the Pride of Lion altar.
Yeah.
And we got a more Dante-looking Dante. This is probably...
This is the Phantom fight, because wavy.
It might be the second time you go
Yes.
here when it's darker and even more demony. This I don't think is really in the game. This looks like it would be like a spider lair where you would go to fight Phantom, like in his home. It's got sort of a...
Phantom baby.
Make your dreams come true. It's got a bit of a like...
He's so cute.
It's kind of cute.
Cute spider.
But you got the... it's also kind of got the hell vibe with the wriggly tentacles that suck you.
Oh, it got the suck tentacles.
Suck tentacles. A big bell. I don't really remember... Oh, sorry. I don't really remember a big bell in Devil May Cry 1.
Weren't they running up with a submachine gun?
Yes. This, but a bit darker. This, but a bit greener and more lively.
Yeah.
Not sure. Oh, the
The
library.
library.
This is
first the Mirangelo fight.
yeah.
He kind
It's got a bit.
he looks kind of tiny.
A bit. It's got a bit of a wavy thing. Maybe this is supposed to be like the mirror world thing. Seen it. This could also. This is the where you actually fight Mirangelo after that room. I guess they removed the fountain. You got the wall with the broken down things. There's quite a lot. And like this is a lot darker and more sinister than it is in the final game. Maybe the room where you push a thing to get down into the thing. And this looks a lot less like just a T-Rex skeleton.
Yeah.
This looks more like a horror thing.
Yes, and it has like chains.
Yeah. The
That's
near
how
Angela
wild
room.
it is.
Lots of like... Actually, I was thinking about that later on in DMC3 with the blood sacrifice floor with all the lines and stuff. That's kind of what's going on here.
Okay.
Kind of.
Uh,
Another view of that room. Another view. This, I'm not quite sure.
It looks like a laboratory.
It does. And it might actually have been a laboratory at one point. Like, this might be old Resident Evil things. Like, they were making bioweapons and shit.
Is it laboratory or laboratory?
I think both are technically correct. I always say laboratory. You also got like a, if you look to the left, there's like a spinny star wheel. Looks like it could have been a Resident Evil puzzle over there. Torture chamber of some description. Also, I don't think anything like this made it into the game. Underwater missions.
No.
Very thankfully not in Devil May Cry 3. I don't know what this is.
It's
I don't
like
know
some
what this...
demon thing.
It's like a big demon vagina in the wall.
Did you have to say it like that?
Well, look at it. That's exactly what a vagina looks like. I've seen many.
Well, I haven't, so...
Cool. Some outdoorsy area. Kind of, this might be an early version of the second Angelo fight area. This might as well be. Got the cabin. We got a more 80s metal album looking ghost ship. And I'm not sure what this is. It kind of reminds me of the area where like you fall down from the bridge and fight the skulls.
Maybe.
Now this is an interesting piece of artwork.
Two babies.
Two babies with a certain light on them. Do you recognize that light? Do you recognize the white, red, white, red? That is...
Kind of looks like knight. What Crusader?
Oh, yeah, it kind of looks like a Crusader cross. But that is the Umbrella logo. Umbrella being the evil company behind the monsters in Resident Evil. And their light is shining onto two white-haired babies. Isn't that interesting?
Dante and Vergil, maybe.
Concept out of Dante with, I just noticed, a big teddy bear in the bottom left. What's he doing there? I cannot read that. That is handwritten. It's like... someone Chan is all I can make out. Chan
Okay.
Kai?
Let's move on to next art.
More art
Ooh,
of
I like
Dante. This weird looking Dante.
Are we still on the...
This is interesting. It is still Devil May Cry 1. There's a lot more concept art of interest for Devil May Cry 1. Now this is super interesting because we have Dante, we have Trish, we have someone dressed in blue in the middle.
Yes.
Which suggests to me that at one point there was supposed to be, like you were supposed to have Vergil on your team.
Like, you mentioned that when I said I want Vergil to join
Yeah.
forces with. That would have been cool, but now when I've played the third game, I realize
Well, had
it would have been cool.
Had it been that way in the first game, you would obviously not have the same plot for the
Exactly.
third game.
But it would have been cool.
It would have been cool.
Because
And
Dante and Vergil teams up in this game, and it's cool.
It is cool when they team up, but they can't team up forever.
I like that
Weird
art.
looking.
Sword.
It is a nice piece of art. The sword looks weird but kind of cool, so I like it.
Very hunched Dante.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a hunch. Dark-haired Trish maybe in the back.
Maybe.
And this is like, I've seen this sometimes.
It's very...
This is Dante as a policeman when he was still Tony Redgrave. So this is like a... I don't know that it would have worked to have a policeman dressed like that. Like, that's not what police look like, Japan. hey, I don't know, says Shinji Mikami. I don't know that this is what we want to go for. I'm trying desperately to find... Oh, how the fuck do I forget the name? Oh, no. Shinji Mikami
Ah,
was the Resident Evil guy, and then you had...
what?
Oh fuck, I know exactly who it is. It'll come to me later.
Hideki?
Hideki Kamiya, thank you.
I
Yes.
thought of, hey Hideki,
Yo,
One of-
Hideki.
wanna make a game?
You sure do. More Dante. Trish and Dante. Odd style, but kind of cool, I guess.
Nice.
Dante. This is kind of like, okay, so this is more presentable as like modern day, like you can almost see a guy like this running around on the streets, but this is a bit extreme. But I do ultimately think this is a better design. You have some variants on that.
Oh, that I
have-
wanna see.
These are quite nice.
Yeah.
And this is interesting because ni stegi can't read monster Gryphon
Griffin baby.
Gryphon baby.
Griffin.
It's literally Griffin baby. Is what it says.
Griffin babies.
What is that kanji? It's like Naka. Like the first kanji under the two means inside,
I don't know.
and the other one I don't know.
Maybe.
Some bat creature that didn't make it in. I guess it would have been a bit generic. Ichisteji. G. Same type of monster as the this one. G. Crow. Crow. G Crow, maybe. And that is interesting because there is a G virus in Resident Evil 2. I'm glad this didn't make it in because Jesus.
I wouldn't have a problem killing this, even though it's a dog.
No, but it.
It's like spewing teeth.
No, they're like maggots.
I
And it's got a bunch of eyes in places where eyes shouldn't be. And it's got like a second leg. I don't like it.
don't like it.
Jon Stegi.
It's freaky.
Same type of monster. Undead dog. Undead dog.
I think that drops from the ceiling.
Oh, let's see. Is that mu or ma? That is macrophagy. Oh, macrophage, like a white blood cell that eats things, but it's also an eye. Ghostegi. Zeko monster. Zako monster. Zako. Also called macrophage or macrophage. I'm not sure. A more organic looking griffon. Ni stegi boss. I guess the stegi refers to levels. Like the second stage would
I
be.
really like that art.
It is nice.
Nice.
And it says griffon as well. It says something down there that I can't quite read, handwritten. Something masse. And it's got like gross fetus. Like, there's no real rhyme or reason to why Griffin has the beak things in the final game, other than it's scary.
Yeetus, deletus, that fetus, abortion, completus.
Something like that, yes. And the legible text.
That may have sounded.
Don't worry about it. It is what it is. The text next to the pictures just say right face and left face. Beelzebub.
Beelzebub?
More gross looking.
Human-like.
Maybe. I can see it. And this is the Earth kind, I guess. Something like that. It says, I guess, or maybe ground, like it doesn't fly. It's on the ground.
Yeah.
I think that's what it says. Very nerdly, yes. And here we have a flying kind. We don't get much snakes. This is
I like snakes.
Hydra. Hydra. These are interesting. G. Ricci. And they are interesting because they exist in Resident Evil.
What are they called in English?
Leeches.
Thank you.
That is what it says. G. Leech. And in Resident Evil 0, which is a prequel to Resident Evil, which came out for the GameCube, I believe, the main enemies are actually leech monsters, or like leeches that parasitically go inside people and animate them and stuff.
Maybe
Beredo.
early frost.
No. This is a blade. This is the lizard men. Sun Stegi.
Forgot about blades. They were a thing.
They were a thing. I think they're fine enemies. They're not the most memorable. And here we have a cat of some description. What's it say? Is that an Uchi? I'm not sure. But it says it would have, looks like it would have been an early monster. Nightmare. Looking nightmarish.
Nightmare looking
Night
more
Doma-
sludgish. And
Yeah, more
skeleton.
sludgy. They got the bling for some reason.
Yeah. They look actually more monkey. They, if they were like this, I would think of Aztec monkey things.
Perhaps. Nobody even. Let's see. What's it say? No, Ledo. Ledo. Shell? Lead shell? Something like that?
It looks like one of those. What are they called?
Oh, yeah, the horseshoe crabs.
Yeah, with flames on it.
Yeah, to go faster.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting. We got a couple variants of this, but this is very clearly a tyrant of some description. Tyrants being the classical end boss for Resident Evil. And I think that this is what eventually became Nerangelo, and that it was supposed to be like Vergil being turned into a monster, and this would be it. That is what I think. This looks a lot like I forget what they're called.
Barracuda.
No,
Piranha?
no. There's like a fish that's noted for being like very behind in terms of evolution and resembling like fossils. It's like a living fossil.
Pokemon.
Well, yeah, there's actually a Pokemon based on it called Relicanth. I don't know. I think the real one is called something Canth, but I don't know.
Okay.
Kraken.
Kraken?
I'm pretty glad we didn't get a Kraken boss, because it would have been an underwater boss, and we can do without, thank you. Nevertheless, it's a fine design. I guess.
Next image. Weird thing on the
It says
seal.
boss here. Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Which is also something that would come back in Resident Evil 5. It's the name of the parasite that's the main cause of the issues there. Do you know what an Ouroboros is?
Sounds really familiar.
It's the classic image of a snake biting its own tail. It's known as an Ouroboros.
Thank you.
Early Phantom, looking a bit grosser than he does in the game.
That's
less.
not my baby.
That's not your baby. That's like a fetus of your baby. I'm not sure.
Looks like Beauregard.
Like
Beauregard.
who?
From Critical Role.
Oh. Okay.
I'll show you a
I'm not
picture
super familiar with Critical Role. I know what it is. I haven't seen it. Igirisu.
Yeah, I've seen some like art and just highlights and stuff.
It says something about Igirisu right next to it, being England. Let's see, Konokado. Reading handwritten Japanese. This is interesting. This is an early concept of Sparta as a human. And it looks quite a bit like one Oswald E. Spencer from Resident Evil, who is...
I have not seen.
No, he doesn't appear much in the games other than being named.
Is it the Oswald that you showed me?
No, that was KOF Oswald. That was a different discussion. But Spencer is sort of the reason behind all the monster fuckery in Resident Evil. With full body. A character that just never
Showed up.
became a character. This
Never.
might be an early Trish design, which looks way better than her final design, if you ask me. So does this one. I don't know if this was supposed to be Trish, I don't know. All of these look better than her final design. All of these look better than her final design.
Except one of them is kind of her final design.
Yeah, but just having the vest, like having it be like a vest instead of a tube top, makes it way better. Ebony and Ivory, early design. Ebony, Ivory. And here you have the whole, like, these are appreciably different guns.
I want to switch.
I know. I just had fun with it. Saiga, I don't know
Grenade
what that
launcher?
stands for. It's just a grenade launcher.
Never
This
got
is a
that
gun that
in
never
the
got
game.
in. Submachine gun.
A Tommy gun.
This did.
Underwater gun. Let's skip. We've seen it.
I don't know. This a rocket launcher?
Looks
suppose.
like it.
And usually you do get a rocket launcher right at the end of a Resident Evil game. Usually it's like a story rocket launcher that you get to finish off the final boss. Sparta, looking nice.
Double trigger console.
Probably. Altered a bit, and I think we've gone around. Let's see. I believe there's a little bit more interesting things. Not too much interesting in terms of Devil May Cry 2. Although this you kind of get an image of what this game could have been. A little bit. And like the renders are fine. This Rebellion doesn't look quite like Rebellion ends up looking in 3.
No.
But it's okay. You got the coin. You got baby blue background, Dante. Sure. A bunch of like just alright stuff. And here you can see, this is, I mentioned this concept art. Just Gatling guns in his palms. Or like sticking out from his wrists. Hilarious.
Maybe. Oh, that's
yeah.
one of those.
One of the Lucia clone thingamajigs. Lucia's Devil Trigger. I still think this is a good design. I like this design.
It's maybe a good design. It's her, the old lady.
Yeah. Trish's design that looks weird. And that's all you get for Devil May Cry 2.
I don't want more from
That's a nice piece of art. Down in his shop.
like that.
This is neat. This is sort of the this is a startup screen when you boot the game.
It's nice. That's nice.
This is the cover art for the game in at least in the West.
Also the Dante you can see on screen.
Yes.
Sometimes. That one I've seen.
I
It's good.
believe this is some special edition cover art in Japan. Neven.
Neven. I want to say if Niv miss it.
Never miss it. Yeah,
That's a magic card.
it is. It's a dragon.
It's a dragon with the guild named after him.
Kind of. He's the boss of the guild.
He is the boss.
Yes.
Niv Mist is a giant smart dragon.
I like Lady. She has a good design. She has a good story.
Niv Mist.
She is. Before you guys start picking a wife or whatever it is you do, remember that she's 16 here. Just for the record. Bit of an edgy piece of art.
Well, I already picked my waifu. Speedwagon. The best
I mean,
waifu.
yeah, respectable. Dante in the Rain.
Beowulf.
Is it? Yeah, it is. I didn't even realize it. I didn't quite.
Definitely Beowulf.
It is. I just didn't understand what I was looking at. Like I thought his head ridge was like a head, and it was and his head was the torso. Whatever. I don't know. That image is funny to me.
He looks kind of sad.
It looks kind of like a delete this meme.
Delete this.
Delete this.
Delete this.
Uh,
I see.
decent face art. This is interesting.
It looks like the Sparta you can play.
It does.
as,
Supposedly this is an early Vergil. And if you look at his neck, you'll see he has a amulet of some description,
Yes.
which looks like the umbrella logo.
Huh.
So, like, I suppose ideas started flying around before the whole Resident Evil connection was scrapped. Well, there were already ideas in the works for Devil May Cry 3. I guess. Somehow. Normal. This is normal. This is an interesting piece of art because
Maybe early Vergil or early
Yeah.
Arkham.
I find it quite interesting because, as you'll see, actually, let's not mention that quite yet. We'll get there when we get there. It looks like a thing. So does this. And here we can see and appreciate how different the devil triggers look. So, like, he gets elements of the devil he's using, the devil arm he's using.
Yes, Beowulf.
Kerberos,
Cerberus,
Nevan. This is the
Dante without his coat.
this is Dante without his coat in his DMC1 outfit.
Okay.
DMC1 outfit, shirtless outfit. You can also play the entire game shirtless if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Rebellion Devil Trigger.
Is it shirtless in cutscenes as well?
Yes, I believe.
Good.
Oh no! Is he? No, I don't think so. Sorry.
Aw. I want to see shirtless Dante.
I know. I also want to see shirtless Dante like all the time. Different hells, boss renders, Arkham.
Beowulf.
I
Chef's
think
pieces.
we're running out of relevant artwork to look at.
Jester.
Doing
Oh,
doing a bit of a Dio pose.
yes. Very much of a Dio pose. The way
We've got
early Devil Trigger.
no. This is Vergil's Devil Trigger in Beowulf with Beowulf.
Ah.
Here we got the man himself with Beowulf on. Forsage and Yamato. He doesn't really take off his coat.
Sleeveless.
Sleeveless, yes. Like, I don't know a single instance of him taking off. I think this is a costume you unlock, but it's like I barely understand why they even went to the trouble of like shading his arms,
Okay.
texturing his arms. Oh well. This is a costume, like a legendary Dark Knight costume for Vergil. With he's also got the corruption lines similar to how he looks like as Nella Angelo.
Yep. Corruption Vergil. Just Vergil giving the camera a little smirk.
Yeah, he knows.
All the weapons. Like
Yep.
it.
Here we see a rebellion before the awakening. You can see that it has like a rib cage and a scary skull with horns.
Yes.
And, well, I don't... Was there a render for rebellion? Whatever. Rebellion, the hilt opens up when Dante receives his devil trigger, and I believe the mouth also opens on the skull. Now, if I went to bonus, you would see some potential spoilers, so we're gonna leave that alone. Next time we play Devil May Cry, it's gonna be Devil May Cry 4.